け翼。
みんなのプレーがいい勉強、いい刺激になるぜ。
エースストライカーの座は俺がいただく。雑草魂をなめるなよ。
俺はより攻撃的なキーパーを目指す。
Welcome to Ike Tsubasa. I'm your host, Cronocloud, and last week, the Germans had their day in the sun. Now it's time for Japan to retaliate. That's right, it's the Japan national team transfer, Part 3. Is it any good? Let's find out together. Hikaru Matsuyama, All Japan's fighting defensive midfielder, is a skill-type Japanese anchorman that starts for the Japan Olympic team. His determined playstyle and never-say-die attitude makes him a fan favorite. There's a vast variety of bonds released for this anniversary, and they come in many forms and requirements. Fortunately, many of them encourage team build flexibility. Matsuyama's bond provides a huge 4.5% stat boost with 4 or more skill-type players, regardless of region. Special skill block, 100% chance to randomly block one of his opponent's skills in the matchup. Long shooter with an 80% chance to reduce the distance decay for his shot, and it only procs when in a matchup. Low baller ensures all passes into the box made by Matsuyama will result in low ball. Honestly, not that great of an ability for him due to his position and his mediocre pass. Lastly, special skill force up grants him an unconditional 10% force bonus for all his skills. His team skill is Super Solidarity 22% for skill-type Japanese teams, and his passive is a 100% chance to activate Auto Intercept, so there's no white passing over him. After a long 3 years, Matsuyama finally got a considerably good skill intercept. Wild Eagle Interception is capped at 475 momentum. That requires 405 stamina. His other S-rank skill, Full Power Eagle Shot, note that this shot is less affected by distance decay, and this effect stacks with his long shooter ability. Matsuyama is given over 67k total stats, a lot more stats compared to most players released in this anniversary. Despite coming over with over 11k base shot, Matsuyama is let down with his lack of power, which impacts his effectiveness as a goal threat. Furthermore, the lack of dribble and speed cripples his offensive options. Go with Limit Break 1 for a no-nonsense ball-winning Matsuyama, and Limit Break 2 if you intend to spam, hoping to skill block the main save of the goalkeepers. We are going to outfit Matsuyama focused on winning the ball, and we feel that smooth ball keeping on Matsuyama is not optimal, as he will get bullied by most meta players. So, if there's no option to pass the ball, you should shoot to clear. Final thoughts. Japan's favorite anchorman is back with a rather familiar look as he shines on the defensive end, while still looking to score from far. And, like most if not all Matsuyamas before this, still can't dribble to save his life. Matsuyama might be one of the most straightforward players to use. Win balls, match up, fire away. Shun Nitta, Gliding Falcon, is an agility type Japanese forward that usually forms a two-top alongside Ken Wakashimasu, or Hyuga. He was key to the Rising Sun arc. Is he any good? No, he's actually pretty terrible. But let's do the actual review. Nitta's bond only requires Hyuga to be present, and it provides a 3% stat boost for his team. A nice 3.5 stat handicap resistance further deters the return of debuff teams. Sidemaster, granting 20% stats while Nitta is along the sides. Honestly, it's not very useful for Nitta, since both his dribble and pass are largely disappointing, making it really difficult for Nitta to contribute at the sides. Dribble range enhance increases the distance traveled by 2.5 times after Nitta wins the matchup using a dribble move. The question here is, can this Nitta beat anyone with his dribble move? Nitta does come with the rare 23% team skill for Jody-type Japanese players, with only Tsubasa having the other piece at the moment. His passive, Penalty Area Master, grants him 20% stat bonus when inside the box. His main skill is a combination header capped at 490 momentum that requires Hyuga. The combo twin shot of all Japan's best forward duo is a mouthful to say, and really speaks more to the fact that Japan lacks a second grade forward after Hyuga than Nitta being, on the same level as Hyuga. Nitta comes with surprisingly low total stats of 57k, and this amount of stats is lower than the recent gacha players released, even before the anniversary. None of Nitta's stats are at a satisfactory level except for a shot. The only thing Nitta's got going for him is his 12.5% bonus for all his low ball actions. Boundary break for Nitta is not necessary. Give Nitta all types of shots and throw in the pass for a 50% chance to pull off aerial shots against skill blockers. Final thoughts. Nitta being Nitta is again rather underwhelming. He does have a great volley that can threaten, but with just that going for him and being a side master without the capabilities to back it up, it's very unlikely for him to be on the pitch unless you're really lacking in the forward department. Yuji Soga, the man who never gives in, is a toughness-type Japanese defender featured in the Japanese Olympic team during the Rising Sun arc. He previously quit the team to focus on his own growth, but rejoined for the main tournament after training in Brazil. Soga's bond provides a 4% stat boost for his team, and it requires 2 or more skill-type non-Japanese to activate. Struggle empowers Soga with 15% stats when the force of the special skill selected by his matchup opponent is higher, so try to not max out the level for his S-rank skills in order to enjoy his bonus more often. 50% recover and 60% auto-intercept enhance wraps up his hidden abilities. Soga is the final piece required to complete the full 69% for toughness-type Japanese players. His passive, Vital Area Master, boosts his stats by 25% when within the vital area. We have a few players that came with this ability, but most of them did not see much action, with those that came with both Vital and Penalty Area Masters being the exception. Soga does not come with any new skills. Soga is strong in intercept and weaker on both tackle and block. He most likely will not be able to block meta shooters outside of vital area, so we suggest playing him as a side defender, going with limit break 1, even though that means he will not be in the vital area very often. Skill build wise, equip all the S-rank defensive skills you can get your hands on. Most S-rank passes used by meta players are above 440 momentum, so a level 93 heroic interception resulting in 438 momentum will always proc his struggle ability. You should level up the rest of his skills with the same concept. Final thoughts. Soga is a very situational player and very strong when the conditions are met, but that also means that he can be manipulated by good opponents, only matching up with him when he is at a disadvantage. His defending is worthy of 6 stars within the vital area, but playing him as a central defender is too risky when he is not strong on blocking within the box, and vital area masters are more relevant for defensive midfielders in our opinion. Ken Wakashimazu, the battlefield called a pitch, is an agility-type Japanese goalkeeper that plays for the Japanese Olympic team during the Rising Sun arc. And personally, I think he's the best of the bunch. Ken comes with a 3% bond that requires 4 or more Japanese players to activate, and provides a 3.5% shield for his team. This combination of abilities is similar for a large portion of the players released this anniversary. Skill Block Cancel cancels one special skill block in the matchup, ensures that Ken's strongest punch will always be available. And lastly, a 10% self-shield to protect him from debuff-centric teams. His team skill is 1% shy of the more desired Super Solidarity for agility-type Japanese. His passive, Super Sub, transforms Ken into the best goalkeeper in terms of total force, granting him 30% stat bonus when brought on as a substitute. Nothing much to discuss regarding his stats allocation, since he's not going to be relevant if his passive is not active. However, we would like to highlight that Ken gets a 12.5% stat bonus when dealing with a header with his good highball status in mind. Textbook limit break for punching goalkeepers. We S-rank fitted Ken here, but you don't really have to do the same. All he really needs is his main skill, and since he should only see action from the second half onwards, there really isn't a reason for you to take the risk with a weaker punch. Final thoughts. With spamming and draining goalkeepers a strategy that doesn't look like it's going away, Ken is a great keeper to bring on if you can satisfy his bonds, and especially if you are facing a debuff team. Good luck on your pulling. We'll see you here next time. Ike!
Once again, thanks to Cronocloud for taking his precious time recording for this video. Not forgetting our patrons and our YouTube members, you guys are awesome. Your support really motivates us. And we do appreciate every single one of our viewers. Thank you so much for your likes, your views, and your subscription. Do check out other videos listed here by YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I mean, Cronocloud will see you guys in the next one. Probably. I don't know. Bye.